Hey guys, and welcome to the Working Money Channel. So apparently Mt. Gox is moving a ton of Bitcoin, and this is what caused Bitcoin to drop yesterday. If you guys were paying attention to the chart, we were having a pretty good day for Bitcoin here. I'm going to throw it on the hourly for you guys, just so you guys can see here. We were having a pretty good day, and then Bitcoin just out of the blue decided to drop. So what the heck happened? Why is Mt. Gox now moving Bitcoin? You guys can see here on the chart, Bitcoin is starting to move up a little bit. But here's the news, guys. Billions of Bitcoin reportedly belonging to collapsed crypto exchange Mt. Gox has moved to an unknown wallet. Now, for those of you guys who do not know, Mt. Gox is an OG in the space. I believe it was actually the very first Bitcoin crypto exchange that existed. Bitcoin did dip 2% on May the 28th after wallets labeled as belonging to the collapsed crypto exchange moved 107,547 Bitcoin worth nearly $7.3 billion. So that was moved to an unknown wallet with more transactions coming in by the hour. These guys were mired in a lawsuit way back when, and they still actually owe penalty money. So the Bitcoin that is moving now, some are assuming that this is because of that lawsuit. The move is ahead of the defunct crypto exchange's plan to return the BTC holdings to creditors before October. Blockchain tracking X account Whale Alert did post the moves. And so here they were, guys, the moves as denoted by Whale Alert. So 32,000 roughly was the first transaction. Then there was one for 16,589 BTC. And then a 14,000 transaction, and then 8,000 Bitcoin transacted from Mt. Gox to these unknown wallets. So Blockchain Explorer Arkham Intelligence shows that the transaction hashes, and then just gives some times there. All transactions point to a single unlabeled address that holds 107,000, roughly 107,000 Bitcoin worth nearly $7.29 billion at the time of this writing. The Mt. Gox trustee firm Nagashima Ono and Tsunimatsu did not immediately respond on the inquiry. However, this is the assumption, guys. This is why the Bitcoin is moving. To give you guys a little bit of the story here, last month, K33 research analysts warned the move of Mt. Gox era Bitcoin would spook the market and price pressure of the cryptocurrency. Over $9.4 billion worth of Bitcoin is owed to some of these creditors who have waited about 10 years to get their money back. Mt. Gox's final repayment deadline is October the 31st. Its trustee started contacting creditors in January to confirm their identity and exchange accounts for repayment. But yeah, you got to think, them moving so well. First of all, they have so much Bitcoin to move. But if they do move the market, guys, what is this going to mean? I mean, we did see this dip just from these transactions being moved originally. And, at that time, having a lot of Bitcoin was no big deal, and Bitcoin was worth pennies on the dollar or even dollars at this point in time. This is another factor that we have to keep in mind, guys, when taking a look at market prices. What are these events going to do? Are they going to trigger a Bitcoin downturn? Let's not forget this was 2014. So at that time, this is when the actual exchange did collapse. So at that time, Bitcoin was under $100 roughly, I guess, just depending. I believe this was the Mt. Gox collapse down in here. But Mt. Gox had the stranglehold on Bitcoin from very early on. So, considering now the price of a Bitcoin is hovering almost north of $70,000. This could trigger something bigger in the market that, of course, we got to be prepared for. So as of the time of this recording, as I mentioned, Bitcoin is now trading at $68,500 per coin. We've got market greed, guys, sitting firmly at 65. The market cap is up a little bit, 2.58 trillion. But check that out, 24-hour volume, that is up to 93.59 billion, and that is up 36.4% in the last 24 hours. Bitcoin dominance is going down. Altcoins are taking up the back line here now that Bitcoin has seen that dip. But the altcoin market not doing, it's greenish, I think mostly green, as I just kind of take a quick look here, but by and large, the market is still relatively neutral. So we're not seeing a lot of price action on the charts. If I bring up, let me just bring up total 2. Actually, let's bring up total 3. So the altcoin market minus Bitcoin and Ethereum. And you guys can see that there. Not too much movement, but we are slowly making our way. It's a bit of a grind to the upside at this point in time. This is, again, the market on the daily. So this bottom here represented mid-April, and, we're slowly moving up. Altcoins are slowly moving to the upside. Compare that to the total market cap And you guys can see here, total market cap, we're closer to where we were at the high. So this is including Ethereum and Bitcoin. And this just goes to show you how important, how influential Bitcoin and Ethereum still are. Let's bring up Ethereum dominance real quickly here. And there you guys can see it on the chart. Because we've been getting the news about the Ethereum ETFs, we're seeing the dominance really climb for Ethereum. So, when Ethereum does breach its all-time high, which is now coming quicker and quicker, this is generally, guys, when we see altcoins, the rest of the altcoin market tend to rally, because Ethereum is number 2, takes the number 2 spot in the crypto space. And, in the past, when we did see Ethereum breach its all-time high, that is when we really started to see the market rocking and rolling. That was late January, early February 2021. Let me just bring up total 3 once again. So that would be in and around, where was it? In and around here-ish. And so we did see that gradual uptick, but then after this point in time, boom, the market just moved in a parabolic fashion. When it comes to XRP, guys, look at that. In and around that same period of time, XRP did also start to really move up after this Black Swan event. It's unfortunate that we had the SEC lawsuit, because, looking at this chart now for XRP, could we have been up even higher? I mean, the chart pretty much tells the story that we would have, had this not happened, had this downturn not happened based on the lawsuit news. But nevertheless, I mean, we still did okay, despite that fact. And, this lines up perfectly. Late January, early February, we started to see XRP go up along with the rest of the altcoins. So these are all things we have to pay attention to, guys. And so we're seeing an XRP trading right now at 53.1, unfortunately. But look, guys, we have insanely bullish headlines that magically appear all at once. Is this a coincidence? Absolutely not. This coming from notfinancialadvice.crypto here on Twitter. So he's saying we're seeing all these headlines as the crypto total market cap looks ready to break out into new all-time highs, and people wonder why we think it's all coordinated behind the scenes. So just to recap, May 26th, Trump ensures the future of crypto and Bitcoin will be made in the USA, will protect the right to self-custody, and vows to free Ross Ulbricht if elected. May 23rd, the SEC did approve the creation of the Ethereum ETFs. Also, May 23rd, U.S. Congress builds pro-crypto army. And May 22nd, the most significant crypto market structure bill in history, FIT21, passes the House. So all this is happening as we're seeing the market starting to move higher and starting to breach new all-time highs. Now, some may say, oh, well, it's just a coincidence. I would also suggest that it is not a coincidence, same as not financial advice here, that, the market does move based on the news, but the news is poised and ready to be released when the market is, when the market is about to roll. And so you'd never find this positive bullish news down and around here. This was all doom and gloom, and FTX was collapsing, and all the other stuff. Remember this year? Remember all the negative news pieces, the Luna, Terra Luna, and all those banks and exchanges went down. Boom, boom, boom. Then we had FTX, and that was the final nail before the final capitulation event. And then, guys, nothing but positive news since. So that is how the market works. If you guys are interested in seeing what I'm trading this time around, you can follow me at patreon.com/workingmoneychannel. I feel like I've got a handle on this, and I'm looking to maximize profit this time around. Last time, I made some mistakes, and if you guys feel like you did not cash out enough cryptocurrency in the last bull run because you just didn't know when the top was going to happen, we've got new tricks, we've got new tools, I've got a new method and a new plan. So you can follow me at patreon.com/workingmoneychannel. Paying attention to the news is part of it, and looking at former trends is also part of the plan. Analyzing what we've seen in the past. Jungle Inc. here, bringing this up, a new AI, an AI demo, I guess, utilizing AI to analyze cryptocurrency. And so what AI is saying here, the highest predicted price for XRP is approximately $3.05. Oh, only $3.05. Expected around April 11th, 2025. This prediction uses historical trends and a simple probabilistic model to simulate potential future price movements, providing a wide range of possible outcomes based on recent price behavior and historical patterns. The model aims to give an illustrative forecast rather than an exact prediction, emphasizing the inherent uncertainty in financial markets. So it is basically just using, strictly just using data from the past, not taking into account what is coming down the pike. So, a $3.05 XRP, not even considering all the other things that the AI model doesn't understand, really. And that is, the social influence, the political influence, all the other financial news and the financial landscape. It is just taking into consideration what has happened in the past. And so, if we were to just assume that, XRP only hit this price, after it hit an all-time high and then it went lower, I mean, wouldn't it assume that it would keep going lower and lower, not understanding the context? Of course, now we have the SEC suit that has been resolved. So guys, this in here, an anomaly last bull run because we did not have those on and off ramps for XRP. American traders were not able to trade XRP in the kind of capacity that we had seen traders trading XRP back in and around here. Remember when everybody was trading XRP and it got up to $3 and change? So, this $3.05 model, that is a good start. I don't think that is the highest we're going to go, but we are going to have to see, a lot of factors still are involved and anything can happen. Getting a boost always helps. And so, with Ripple partners like Temenos going live, this will help the real world utility for the long term. Today, they announced they are merging, or rather partnering, with Mithaq Islamic Bank. They've successfully implemented Temenos' core retail for corporate banking. This strategic move empowers Mithaq to provide Sharia-compliant banking products and services while enhancing operational efficiency and business agility. Bank Muscat is an existing Temenos customer for conventional retail and corporate core banking, and the go live at Mithaq extends this partnership to Islamic banking. Guys, the Sharia-compliant cryptocurrency XRP, a huge move for Ripple back when they officially did deem XRP Sharia compliant. That was big because now the implementation in the Middle East is just going gangbusters. With the support of Systems Limited, a Temenos delivery partner and global system integrator, Mithaq has seamlessly migrated over 200,000 customer accounts, marking a significant milestone in the transition to the Temenos platform. So we are seeing, Temenos enabling these Middle Eastern banks, obviously providing that digital technology, banking technology, DLT, considering Temenos has been utilizing that back end RippleNet for a very long time. So this is now bringing the Middle East and some Middle Eastern banks into the 21st century, ones that I guess still need to be integrated. That list is getting smaller and smaller, though. And so we're going to start to see less and less of these partnerships because more and more of these banks are already now Ripple integrated. So thought that was some interesting news coming out of the Middle East. Guys, I also happen to see this. So more neobanks are becoming mobile banking networks, and Nubank wants a piece of the action. Now, Nubank is also a Ripple partner. They're taking the first tentative steps into the mobile network realm. The Brazilian bank, Neobank, rolls out an eSIM embedded SIM card service for travelers. This service will give customers access to 10 gigabytes of free roaming internet in more than 40 countries without having to switch out their own existing physical SIM card. So this is an eSIM, guys, something that you can download onto your phone, onto your smartphone. There are providers that provide this technology, but this is coming specifically from a neobank, and Nubank also wants a piece of the action. So the launch comes shortly after the news first emerged that Brazil's National Telecommunications Agency had quietly greenlit plans for Nubank to become a mobile virtual network provider. So this is the Ripple partner in partnership with wireless giant Claro. Well, that plan remains in the early stages and Nubank hasn't confirmed anything yet. We can now confirm that it is at least tiptoeing into the mobile network sphere, a growing trend with the Fintech fraternity. So this is going to be big because if you can now use your phone and use your bank at freely with an eSIM, throughout different countries, well, won't that make transactions a lot easier too if you already have the Ripple-enabled DLT technology backend, providing your bank with the ability to exchange in different currencies seamlessly? Well, now you can be in that country and use those currencies without having to worry. It basically allows you the opportunity to shop there like a local. So neobanks are a new breed of financial institution that serve digital native challengers. So this is like the new era of banking, right? New banks. This is something that we're seeing a lot in Europe, in the Middle East, in Africa, in Asia. And, it's becoming more and more popular. This one specifically is in South America, but it's becoming more and more popular. And, around the world, we got to think how many countries are so small and how many people tend to travel across borders very frequently. If you live in the United States or in Canada or somewhere that's fairly large, generally speaking, you don't really travel cross border that often unless you're going on a vacation, maybe. But in a lot of these cases, and even, going on a vacation in Europe, going to several different European countries is not unusual. So, they do have the euro in some countries, but in other countries they do not. Same with South America, right? They have their own fiat currencies in a lot of those different countries. And so, leveraging the power to use this eSIM card in different countries that have different satellite providers that provide their cell phone service, it makes sense to be able to merge that with a banking technology like Nubank, so that the people using their service can, in fact, transact freely. It all makes sense. Anyway, I think I'm spending too much time on this. I want to move along, guys. Bank XRP pointing this out. Early Ripple partner NTT Data has agreed to acquire a 58.7% stake in GHL Systems, a leading payment service provider, which is headquartered in Malaysia. So this is some more news coming from a Ripple partner. They service Japan, Malaysia, Thailand, the Philippines, Vietnam, and India. So there's not too much more information on that. I do have the article up here just to give you guys a sense of what NTT Data does. They have operated as a payment platform for 40 years and have contributed to merchants and financial institutions with the CAFIS Arch, a payment terminal, and full series of value-added services in Japan. So servicing Japan specifically. And now they're branching out. GHL Systems is a Malaysia leading payment service provider established in 1994 and has market advantages, especially in cashless services, with a full lineup of local payment methods and a bill payment service for utilities, etc., through its over 480,000 payment terminals. In addition, GHL Systems operate businesses in the Asian countries such as the Philippines and Thailand with the same service model in Malaysia. So it just looks like this is more expansion here, if I'm not mistaken, more expansion into Japan, Malaysia, Thailand, the Philippines, Vietnam, and Asia, these Asian countries, through another Ripple partner, guys, an early Ripple partner, NTT Data from Japan. So great news there from Bank XRP. And guys, I happen to see this too from Sento Sumo Saba. There's a ton of money going around. I know some of the developers in the XRP community are kind of fed up with Ripple and not giving them the grants they need to build. Considering a company like Ripple has so much money, it just kind of looks like some are a little sour, some are kind of taking it in stride. But here's one, guys. Ripple did grant $1 million to the Morgan State University, and they're looking for faculty and students for mini XRPL grants. So I'm guessing they're going to distribute the $1 million to smaller projects, giving micro donations here. XRPL Commons going into a research project for labor markets with a focus on using the XRP ledger ecosystem. So this is the statement from Morgan State University. Faculty and students with faculty supervision to engage with Ripple's XRP ledger. You can inquire. You can, if you guys, I don't know what small segment of the population is probably watching this video that goes to Morgan State University and is also a developer, inquire about available Fintech Center XRPL focused mini grants. But guys, what this shows is that even if Ripple does give, a large chunk of money to an organization, it could help if this is disseminated amongst the smaller developer teams, perhaps working on, 10 different projects. You can give, you can donate or allocate 100,000 per project if that is the case. And, depending on which ones catch fire, it might be that 3 out of 10 catch fire. And then you have more positive development, 3 more projects that use XRPL technology that will continue to drive demand for the XRP cryptocurrency. So Morgan University State looking for faculty and students for XRPL mini grants. That's the latest there. Bank XRP also bringing this up, guys. Mojaloop founders and funders and members. Remember this from years ago. It looks as though a lot of these names are still the same. So nobody has really dropped out. It seems like everybody here is staying true to the mandate. The Mojaloop Foundation is honored to receive funding from a prestigious list of global organizations. We acknowledge with gratitude our entire roster of generous funders, past and present, who have made our work possible. So some of those do include the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, Co-Develop. Of course, Ripple is on there. Ripple partner Temasek is also on there. The Monetary Authority of Singapore does have ties to Ripple as well. Rockefeller Foundation, United Nations Foundation, and then some of the sponsor members include the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, Google, the Interledger Foundation, Monetary Authority of Singapore, and Ripple specifically. So those members are managing to continue funding the Mojaloop Foundation. And here's just a more recent document with regards to that. I will link this in the description if you guys are interested in seeing what they're doing. But really, banking the unbanked, is their mandate, is one of their main talking points, allowing for a lot of these people in different countries to be able to use technology to make transfers and to make payments in ways that they weren't able to before, this technology really kind of took hold. So great news there. Wanted to thank Bank XRP for posting that. Now, guys, Donald Trump is bullish on crypto, and apparently he now holds $10 million in crypto. This is on-chain analytics. So his on-chain holdings apparently surpassed 10 million this morning. And here are the analytics, just some screen grabs from Arkham Invest. And Donald Trump, $10,140,127 apparently as of the time of this recording. A lot of his assets are in the Trump coin, of which Trump currently holds about 7.3 million. But then, of course, the question becomes, how much XRP does Donald Trump hold? And, Chad Steingraber just echoing this. But then in this tweet chain, Trump is holding XRP, coming from Matsy XRP here. Is he really? So here's the XRP scan screen grab where it shows you some accounts here. Guys, user is Trump Productions. But check this out. This account was minted on May the 26th, 2014. So is this even Donald Trump's account? And could he have been holding XRP for the last 10 years? It does say that the last transaction was about 76.7 million XRP. Again, a Genesis account with the Trump Productions name attached to it. Things that make you go, for sure. That would have been at a time, guys, when XRP was trading for the low price of under a penny, anywhere between 0.00 0.002, 0.003, give or take. And I don't know, somewhere in and around 0.005. It did go up as high as 2 cents by the end of December, 2.5 cents. So this would have been around the time that the account was minted, a long time before Donald Trump had his eyes set on becoming president. But I mean, anybody can name these accounts. Why would anybody call it Trump Productions? Let me remind you guys, Trump Productions is the company producers network and cable television shows, including The Apprentice and The Celebrity Apprentice, in association with Mark Burnett Productions. And they were founded in 2004. So this is, in case you did not know, Donald Trump's company. Again, things that make me go, but that's just my opinion. I want to hear what you guys think. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Like the video if you like the content I'm providing. I always love hearing your comments. See you in the next one, guys.